What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing y'all the updated version on progressing as a ghoul. If you want to see the CCG version, it's in the description of the video. Anyway, this is going to be an in-depth guide, everything you need to know, all the stuff that I've learned, that my friends have learned, that's actually a faster way to progress, RC, regenerating, all that, and most of all, how to get your Kagune, alright? So anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is click P, alright? Now, of course, you would have had the menu that said whether you want to be a ghoul or a person. So, I'm assuming you're a ghoul. Click P, and you want to come to Ainteku, alright? P is going to open up all these markers, all the places you can go. I'll explain them later. But right now, you want to go to Ainteku. This is kind of going to be your home base. You know, this is where you're going to level up. You got mission boards and stuff. And up here as well, this is something it's not really needed for progression, but I feel you should know. If you talk to her, you can buy a cup of coffee. And if you buy this cup of coffee, look at that, my hunger bar is going to go up. So hunger is very important as a ghoul because it is tied to your regeneration. It's basically a second health bar. Okay, just throwing this in here because I did forget to mention it. First thing you want to do when you come to Ainteku, or maybe when you do your first couple quests, is buy some clothes. So you've probably noticed that your character thinks it's really cold outside. I'm sure you've seen that many times, and that can happen while you're in combat. Locks you in an animation. It's one of the dumbest things, but anyway, come over here, buy the male or female outfit. You can later, you know, get some drip. It costs the same, but for now this will work. It costs 50 yen, and just interact with it, buy the clothes, and that will be solved. Anyway, back to the video. You're going to talk to her to check your rank up requirements. So this is something you're going to really want to do, is rank up. So if you check, mine says the amount of grips I need are completed. Those could be NPCs as well. My EXP, events attended, those are going to be the events you see around the map if you click P. Event. So, you know, those two are kind of the same. So you're going to do that to rank up. But for now, I'm going to show you the easiest way to get EXP, which is going to be this mission board. So if you're new, I recommend doing the help your faction quest, which I do not see here. So I'm going to skip to a server where I can find it. Okay, and we are back, and as you can see, help your faction, easy. So before you get your Kagune, I recommend doing this. It is very easy. Now, there is kind of a shortcut to leveling up a little bit faster. I'm going to show you later, but I recommend you're learning the game, just do this. Because, for one, there's going to be other ghouls helping you. So basically, these two are going to fight. It's CCG versus ghouls. And you get EXP, I believe, only if the ghouls win. So you're going to want to maybe come in here, get a couple hits. See, my ghoul here is getting messed up. So I'm going to come hit him a couple times. You know, now he's getting the hits in. So just watch this, let this happen. And when they fall, when they don't click B, alright? B is to grip. What you want to do is control B. By doing that, you're going to eat them instead of gripping them. And that is going to give you RC cells. So while this is happening, let me explain RC cells. Basically, your hunger bar is a regen bar. So let's say I am 1 HP. With this hunger bar, I can get all the way back up to full HP. But it will take a lot of my hunger. So because of that, as a lower level ghoul, your healing is not that good. It would be a little bit too OP. So the way to get more healing, as you can see, someone just died. That's what eating looks like. So they're actually going to take your eats. So, you know, you can try to like get in here, get an eat or something. I wouldn't eat the ghouls. And yeah, also the ghouls will attack you. Anyway, hunger bar. As you get more RC, which is the stuff you get from eating or consuming certain things, your regen will buff. So I have 80,000, 90,000 RC right now. You're probably going to start off with 0. So that's going to be a lot less regenerating than I currently have. Another thing, for your Kagune, you also need 5,000 RC to get your Kagune, alright? So a quest like this, by eating someone, I think you get around 500 RC. So I didn't get the kill, but usually if you get the kill, you get 500 RC. Now the ghoul's attacking me. But basically, there is a faster way to getting RC, which I'm going to show you guys once this quest is over. So as you can see, I just ate that guy, and I got 800 RC from him. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. After a quest ends, you'll get a present. So always make sure to get these. People try to steal them. Ukaku fragment. You see this? That is very, very important. So there's going to be Ukaku fragment, Baikaku, all of those. And basically what they're used for is V2 progression. You can upgrade your Kagune to a V2. Now I have Eto, so I don't even have a V2. So, and you know what? As a noob, I wouldn't even really worry yourself with it. But what you can't... Oh, someone's stalking me. Okay, so I killed the guy who was stalking me. Basically, as a ghoul, you can get stalked by CCG sometimes. I'll explain that later. Anyway, these fragments, What you need is, if you eat these fragments, they actually give you up to 1,000 to 2,000 RC. So like I said, you only need 5,000, and we actually just got one in our first quest. They are not that rare. So the key to getting your Kagune is getting these fragments out of those presents. Let's see how much I get here. 2,000 RC, just like that. So realistically, if we follow that, you can get it in 3 quests. Now, the lower level quests you do, the less likely they are to drop. Now, like I said, they're not that rare of a drop. But if you do a hard level quest, you would be able to get maybe 3 of them in one. Now you may be asking, how do I do a hard level quest at noob without even a Kagune? Well, this is where my method comes in. What you're going to want to do is go to these boards. I actually don't see the quest here, so I'm going to skip to a server where it's there. Okay, we are back, and this is the quest I am talking about. So what you're going to want to do, hard quest, lots of EXP, lots of loot. It's called Bosses Fighting. Okay, you can do this quest as a noob honestly at level 1. Basically what this quest is going to be is 2 boss enemies, like strong enemies, are going to be fighting each other. Now you only get the EXP if your boss wins. It's going to be Ghoul versus CCG. So, you know, if you're a Ghoul, the Ghoul has to win. So maybe you can get in there and do a couple hits. I wouldn't recommend it. The key to this is just letting them fight. You can honestly just let them fight. The Ghoul may win sometimes, may not win sometimes. Either way, it will drop the loot, even if they do not win. So you can get all those fragments, 2,000 each you saw. Sometimes they give 1,000. That's like Kagune in like maybe 1 quest, because you're going to get multiple out of these. So I'm just watching, letting them fight. Arima is the CCG guy, so he's already losing. Now let's see Arima starts like winning. You know, I can get in here, try to get behind him, and, you know, do a couple hits. You don't want to hit your Ghoul. This is actually kind of hard because Arima moves a lot, but, you know, basically that's the gist of it. This is going to get you so much EXP, so many levels. You're going to get your Kagune fast too on top of it. It is really amazing. Oh god. Alright, that is a permadeath. Well, that is not... Okay, I'm going to skip. Okay, so like you guys saw, there is a thing called permadeath in this game, where if you die, you basically lose everything. You start from the beginning. I think even your Kagune. But, okay, there we go. So anyway, don't worry about that, because you can click decline if it pops up. But, like I said, okay, I just watched the bosses fight, maybe jumped in 1 or 2 times just to make sure everything was okay. He'll disappear, and here is our loot. And look at that, we got a fragment, 2 fragments just like that, okay? So that's amazing. So just off that, I think we got 2,000 last time. Let's eat this. Oh, we got unlucky, alright. What about this one? Oh, god. Okay, no, never mind, we got 3. Look at that. Let's eat 1 more. Okay, there you go. So about 3,000 more. So at this point, we would have 5,000. And we can use our Kagune. So now, I'm going to explain to you how to activate your Kagune. Just repeat that. Hop servers so you see bosses fighting. Or if maybe you're having trouble finding it, you could do help your faction as well. Those are going to be your 2 main ways of increasing your EXP. So now that you have enough, as well as RC by eating the fragments. So now that you have enough RC, let's show you how to activate your Kagune. Okay, so before you attempt to get your Kagune, what you're going to want to do is check just how much RC you have, because it would be kind of unfortunate if, you know, you went to attack and got below 50% and then you just died. So we don't want that to happen. So what you're going to do is, yes, come to the hospital, click P. It looks just like that, the little plague doctor mask. I'm going to talk to this guy right here, and he will run a test, say yes please, and you will see just how much RC you have. Oh wow, mine increased. Nice. So I have 100,000. You probably won't have that just yet. I'm assuming, you know, hopefully you'll have 5,000 at this point if you've been doing the Ukake fragment, all those fragment grinding. It doesn't just have to be the Ukaku. Anyway, now that you know you have 5,000 RC, let's go and unlock our Kagune. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to get below 50% HP. So I'm going to let these guys get me below 50% just to show you. I do already have my Kagune. But basically, oh, you see how I'm regenning as well? That is that hunger bar. I have a lot of RC, so... Oh gosh, I'm regenning through it all. Okay, well basically there we go. Below 50%. Now if you've done this correctly, you should see a bunch of text on your screen. Kind of like what's on my screen now. This is my frenzy mode that auto activates, but you know, you should see all that text on your screen. And now what you want to do is click Control and then E, okay? And after that, you have unlocked your Kagune. So all you have to do next is hold Control and click E, and boom, there you go. So basically what you have now is an unstable Kagune. You're not fully at this, you won't have any moves. and you're gonna take all your hunger bar if you want to bring out your Kagune. So we don't want that. So what we are gonna do is rank up. So in order to get a stable Kagune, you basically want to get to B plus rank, alright? So of course, I've shown you where the rank up NPC is, I'll show you one more time. But what you get each rank up is basically start off with no rank or C rank. And then after that, you rank up to C, and you get your first move. Then you rank up to B and you get your second move, and then B plus you will get your next move, and each time you rank up, it will take less and less hunger for you to bring out your Kagune until it takes no hunger at B plus rank. And that is how you max out your Kagune. So I'm going to show you where the NPC is, where you can check what you need to rank up. Okay, so I am back at Ainteku, and this is where the NPC is, if you remember from earlier. So I'm going to check up my rank requirements, and of course you're going to need grips, EXP, and then the events, okay? So basically these two are going to be from doing the same thing. Grips, somewhat obvious, you do not need to grip players, you can grip NPCs, and eating someone counts as a grip. EXP, you're going to keep doing the bosses fighting or the help your faction quest. That's going to give you your EXP. Basically the mission board is your EXP. And then events attended, so I'm going to explain this one to you. So if you click P, like I have right now, you will see all these events across the map. So right now, just go to one. Okay, so this is an event. They are all look the same. It is basically just to capture the point. So, of course, you don't want to go one where there's a CCG nearby. Maybe a couple times some CCGs will come fight you, take the event, or another ghoul. It's very unlikely. But the sad thing about this is it takes so very long to... Are you friendly? Okay, good. It takes so very long to get this thing up to 100. Basically, you're going to get this up to 100. If the time runs out before it's 100, you do not get anything. So do not go to any of these that have less than 100 seconds left, because it takes 1 second per thing, so you can do the math there. But you're going to keep doing this. Each time you complete it, you are going to get, on top of event EXP, which is what you need to rank up, Ghoul points. So let me just explain those real quickly. So as you can see, if you want to reroll all this stuff, it's the shop right here. It's all Robux. But you start off with 700 Ghoul points, and you can use this to reroll your Kagune, you know, all the stuff pretty much. I think you can't reroll your clan, which is kind of, you know, lame of them, but oh god. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna get through this before the event starts. You're gonna start off with 700 Ghoul points, and by completing these, you get, I think, just 2 Ghoul points. It's kind of low. But that's another reason to do these events, is you get a lot of Ghoul points if you continuously do them. So, maybe you didn't get the best Kagune, it's alright. The rates in this game are pretty bad. I would not spend Robux in this game, the rates are awful. So just wait for the next Ghoul point drop, there are no codes, they just give them straight to you. Alright, so we are, oh, 5 seconds, can we do it? No. Okay, that's so unfortunate. Oh, maybe we could get this one. There we go. Oh, this is perfect. Alright, look how fast that goes up now. So yeah, if you get more people, if it's 2 people, it'll go up by 2s. If it's 4 people, it'll go up by 4s. I mean, you know, this is just ideal. We have the entire server here for this event. So yes, once this completes, you will get your Ghoul points, your event EXP. Next, you would want to go back to Ainteku and check just how much you got from that. So here we go, that's what it looks like. Okay, so we are back at Ainteku, and I'm going to check just how much our EXP went up with just one event. So let's see, and look at that. Wow, 75% and already complete. Look at that. That's insane, actually. I don't know why we got that much. Maybe because there are multiple people there. Well, anyway, that is going to be the process of ranking up as a ghoul from this point. Now, there is one thing I want to touch on, is getting a mask. But actually, let me just jump to that real quick. Okay, so for getting a mask, you're going to want to come to the art studio. So click P like before, and it is right here. So yes, walk inside, and a mask is important because basically it hides your name and hides your identity. And it also, if you want to flex, you see these guys have SSS rated, C rated, all that stuff. That's basically just wearing a mask. So this is mine. You click L to equip your mask, and it will show my rating just like that at the top right. So other than that, I don't know if it's very important, but if you want drip, you know, it's right here. So come to the art studio. I actually don't know what happens if you talk to this guy. Yeah, okay, so nothing. But you're going to walk up to the mask you like. It should cost, I think, 10 yen. You should have more than enough than that by now. So that's good. Okay, so if you want the Toka mask, this is the one I got. I thought these would look cool, but they kind of have like a duck look, as you can see here. Turn off my Kagune. Oh no, I can't. Alright, whatever. So yeah, pick out your mask, put it on with L, and you're fully dripped out. And also, if you want clothing, same thing, click P. The clothing store is right over there. It costs 50 yen for clothes. Alright, so last thing that we need to talk about in this walkthrough is V2 Kagunes. Now, every Kagune has V2, or every Kagune will have V2. Right now, actually only a couple do, which is kind of sad. So, if you do not have Ken, Takizawa, Noro, Wing, or Nishio, you do not have a V2. But anybody who has those, you will have a V2, and this part of the walkthrough is for you. So basically what you're going to want to do is those fragments I used earlier for leveling up, you're going to want to keep those. Now I'm sure throughout this journey you've gotten things called Kagune sacks. Those are very important. Basically, right now the first step of getting V2 is getting to B+ rank. So that is the rank you need to master your Kagune, your V1 Kagune. So get to B+. Afterwards, you're going to need to get a lot of RC, depending on whether you have a common, rare, or legendary. If you have a common, you need 150,000 to 200,000 RC to begin V2. If you have a rare, you need 150,000 to 200,000, same thing, alright? Legendaries, you need a little bit more. You're going to need 200,000 to 350,000 RC just to begin your V2. Alright, so once you've met those requirements, you're B+, and you have that much RC, you can check at the hospital. Now we get to actual progressing. So what you're going to want to do is find out which Kagune you have, whether it's Baikaku, Kokaku, I really don't remember them, you know, but basically you're going to want to get the fragments of that. So if you have Rinkaku, and get a bunch of Rinkaku fragments, and what you're going to do is you're going to keep eating them. Now do not eat them before you get B+ and the RC required, because it will not go to your V2, but once you get that, start eating them. Eat some Kagune sacks too. That's not really confirmed, but people believe that does help. And then once you've done a bunch of those, eaten all those fragments, you need to eat another Ghoul who has at least 1/3 of your total RC. So if you have 100,000 RC, you need at least like 25,000, 30,000 RC Ghoul. Something along those lines. You can actually help you if you get the move in the skill tree, the mastery move called Sniff. This will show those who have high amounts of RC as having a different color. So eat a Ghoul who has at least 1/3 of your RC, and you should unlock your V2. Now, Eto does not have a V2, so I cannot showcase this, but of course, it will eventually. There are also Kakujas in the game. I think only Kaneki has it, where he gets like all that centipede stuff, and I don't think that belongs in a beginner guide, but you know, once you get to that point, if you guys want me to make an intermediate guide, I will explain all of that. Just let me know in the comments. I am totally down to do it. And with that, I believe you are no longer a beginner. So now you are clothed, you have your Kagune, you're maybe working towards your V2, ranking up, doing the bosses fighting. You are no longer a noob, so I hope this guide really helped you, and I hope that's all perfect. And like I said, I'll put a CCG guide in the bottom if you want to use your second slot. Everybody does get 2 slots for free, so if you want to try out your CCG slot now, go to the description, check out that video, and I will see you all later. Let me know in the comments if you want more Ghoulery videos, and goodbye.